Imagine you are born not as a lone wolf, not as a soaring eagle, but as a number. You are not a being, you are a unit. You are not an individual. You are a cog in a vast, sprawling machine. You are born a worker ant. From a distance, your world is a marvel of engineering and social perfection. The colony, a superorganism, functions with a single mind, building complex cities, farming fungi, and waging war with disciplined armies. Humanity looks at this and sees the ultimate model of cooperation and efficiency. But this collective success is built on the complete annihilation of the individual. To be born a worker ant is to be born into a life of endless, thankless labor. It is to be stripped of your name, your will, and your future. Your body is not your own. It belongs to the colony. Your life has only one purpose: to work until you break. To be born a worker ant is to be born into the perfect prison with no walls, only the invisible chains of the colony. Chapter 1: A birth without a name. Your life begins in darkness, hatching from a tiny, translucent egg. But there is no mother to greet you, no parent to nurture you. You are one of thousands, tended to by other nameless workers who see you not as a child, but as a future asset. From the moment you emerge, you are given a role. You are a nurse, a forager, a soldier, or a cleaner. Your identity is not something you discover. It is assigned to you based on your size, age, and the colony's immediate needs. You have no name. You are worker, indistinguishable from the millions of your sisters who came before, and the millions who will come after. You are born without a past and destined for a future that is not yours to choose. Your life is a pre-written script, and your only role is to play your part until your final scene. Chapter 2: The chemical chains of the Queen. You believe you are making choices. You believe you are following a path. But your every move, your every instinct, is a lie. Your mind is not your own. It is controlled by a chemical ghost. The Queen, hidden deep within the nest, is not just your mother. She is your god, your dictator, and your puppeteer. She exudes a constant stream of pheromones, complex chemical signals that flow through the colony like a neural network. This invisible scent is your law. It tells you when to work, when to fight, when to eat, and what to feel. It suppresses your own fertility, ensuring you remain a sterile, childless servant for your entire life. You are a slave who doesn't even know she is enslaved. Your loyalty is not earned, it is manufactured. Your devotion is not a choice. It is a chemical command you are powerless to disobey. Chapter 3: Lost in the unfeeling crowd. You live your life surrounded by millions of your own kind. You march in lines, you work side by side, you touch antennae in passing. Yet, you are utterly alone. The colony is a crowd, not a community. There are no friendships, no personal bonds, no individual recognition. Your interactions are purely functional, exchanging information about food sources, warning of danger. If you fall during a raid, your sisters will march over your body without a second glance. If you die of exhaustion on a foraging trail, you will be left for scavengers, or, if you are close to the nest, your corpse will be carried to the colony's garbage pile. You are a disposable part. Your loss is not a tragedy. It is a minor logistical issue, a vacancy to be filled instantly by the next nameless worker in line. In a world of millions, you are completely and utterly replaceable. If this glimpse into the colony's darkness has you hooked, subscribe to see where this dark path ultimately leads. Chapter 4: A body built for toil, not for life. Your body is a marvel of biological engineering, but it is not a body designed for joy or comfort. It is a tool, a piece of living machinery forged for a single purpose: labor. Your mandibles are pliers, your antennae are sensors, and your legs are pistons, capable of carrying objects many times your own weight. You are born strong, but this strength is a curse. You will spend your days hauling grains of sand, cutting leaves, tending to larvae, or digging tunnels in complete darkness. There is no rest, no pause, no moment of peace. The colony is a machine that never sleeps, and you are one of its gears, grinding away relentlessly. Your body will wear down. Your legs will grow weak, your exoskeleton will become scarred, and your senses will dull. But you will not be allowed to stop. You will work until a leg breaks, until your mandibles can no longer grip, until your body simply gives out. You are not a living being. You are a biological tool, used and discarded. Chapter 5. The Illusion of a Greater Good. From the outside, your sacrifice seems noble. You are working for the survival of the colony, for the continuation of your queen's lineage. It is the ultimate act of altruism, the individual giving everything for the collective. But what is this greater good? It is the endless, repetitive cycle of birthing more workers to do more work to support the birthing of even more workers. The colony does not have a grand purpose. It does not create art. It does not ponder the stars. It does not seek meaning. It simply expands. It is a self-replicating system, and you are the fuel it burns to keep going. The greater good you serve is not a beautiful ideal. It is a blind, unthinking biological imperative. You are sacrificing your life not for a dream, but for an algorithm. Chapter 6. The battlefield where you are the bullet. Conflict is a constant in your world. Your colony is a nation, and its borders are fiercely contested. When war comes, you do not have the choice to fight or flee. You are a soldier by decree. Whether you are a small forager or a large, specialized soldier with massive mandibles, you will be thrown into the fray. The battlefield is a chaotic nightmare of clashing bodies, severed limbs, and chemical warfare. You will bite, sting, and tear at your enemy's ants, from a rival colony who are just as nameless and enslaved as you are. There is no glory, no honor, no strategy you can comprehend. You are a living weapon, a single bullet fired from the gun of the colony. You will either kill or be killed, and your death will mean nothing more than a tiny shift in the tide of a battle that has been raging for millions of years and will continue long after you are gone. Chapter 7. A world without color or joy. Your world is a landscape of muted sensations. Your senses are finely tuned for survival, but not for beauty. You perceive the world through a limited palette of chemical trails, vibrations, and rudimentary vision. You cannot see the vibrant colors of a flower. You only register its chemical signature as a potential food source. You cannot hear the song of a bird. It is merely a vibration in the air, a warning of a potential predator. There is no art, no music, no laughter in your world. There is no concept of play. Every action is calculated for efficiency. A moment of idleness is a betrayal of the colony. Your life is a monochrome existence, a relentless series of tasks stripped of all joy, all wonder, and all meaning beyond the purely functional. You are a ghost in a grey world. Chapter 8. The Disposable Elder. For most creatures, age brings a measure of respect, or, at the very least, a change in role. But, for a worker ant, age is a final, cruel demotion. As you grow older and your body begins to fail, you are not given lighter duties or allowed to retire in the safety of the nest. Instead, you are pushed to the fringes. The most dangerous jobs, foraging far from the nest, guarding the entrances, or serving as the first line of defense against predators are reserved for the old and expendable. The colony, in its brutal efficiency, uses its aging members as a disposable shield. Your final days are spent in the most perilous positions, where your inevitable death will be of the least consequence to the collective. Your reward for a lifetime of service is to be sent to die. Chapter 9: The Absence of a Dream. Perhaps the greatest tragedy of your existence is not the labor or the danger, but the complete absence of hope. You have no dreams, no aspirations, no concept of a different life. You cannot imagine a world where you are free, where you can make your own choices, or where your life has a purpose beyond the colony. Your mind is a prison built of instinct and pheromones, and you do not even know that you are locked inside. You will never feel the thrill of rebellion, the warmth of love, or the quiet satisfaction of a life lived on your own terms. Your existence is a flat line, a monotonous hum of work and duty from birth until death. There is no escape because you cannot desire what you cannot conceive. Ending the anonymous martyr. So, what does it mean to be born as a worker ant? It means to be a body without a name, a mind without a will, and a life without a choice. It means to labor endlessly for a cause you cannot understand, controlled by chemical chains you cannot see. It means to die alone in a crowd of millions, your sacrifice unnoticed and instantly forgotten. Perhaps that is why to be born a worker ant is among the worst of fates. You are the perfect soldier, the perfect laborer, and the perfect slave, a martyr to a God that feels no gratitude. Your legacy is not a monument or a memory, but a single grain of sand added to an ever-growing, meaningless pile. If this story of the unsung laborer resonated with you, show your support with a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more explorations into the dark corners of existence in the Worst to be Born as series.